What's up, YouTube, man? It's your boy, and I'm back with another video, man. I want to appreciate each and every one of you guys for supporting the channel, man. I really appreciate it. I want to do this video specifically for you because I don't know if you guys are having a difficult time in a relationship, or maybe it's a girl you're dating, or whatever the case may be, man. But I want to give you some advice. And the advice is this: if you want to gain control, and I don't mean from a manipulative standpoint, but you want to protect your peace of mind, you want to protect your boundaries, you want to be viewed in this situation with this female as a man who respects himself, you are going to have to be able to walk away. Now, if you're just dating, I'm excluding anyone who's married that is actually living with a spouse. This is just if you're just dating, and you're, maybe it's a girl that you really like, and you're having a hard time gaining control. Maybe it's because you might be a bit too needy, man. That's the fastest and the quickest way for a female to lose attraction for you. Now, you already know, man, this is Semen Retention channel, so I would suggest that if you are, if you haven't reached your goals, you're not tracking towards where you want to be in life, then I would say you need to focus on that, primarily. But if you're in a situation now, man, where you are really digging a chick, maybe she's becoming a little distant, maybe she's broken up with you, maybe she needs a break, whatever the case may be, this is the best and only advice that I can give you, that's proven that it's the only thing that will ever work. And that's if she pulls away from you, man, you just gotta let her go. You have to let her go. Because here's the reality of the situation. The best option for you in a breakup, you want to get to the point to where you're going to be your best self at some point. You want to get to that point as quickly as possible. Right? And the quickest way to get there is by going no contact, by not reaching out to this person, by completely ignoring this person when they try to reach out to you with, little fluffy texts or whatever the case may be that have no substance whatsoever. You just don't want to give into that, man, because it's not serious and you're just going to be wasting your time. When you do go through a breakup, it's only two things that are going to happen. Number one, you're going to get back together. And number two, you're not going to get back together. Right? But in any event, your best option will always be to allow that person to walk out of your life, and you turn your back and you never look back. You never look back. You never look back. I can't stress this enough. You never look back, bro. Never look back. If she's willing to walk out, if she's willing to leave, if she wants that distance, then you have to give her a full serving size of it, and you walk away. Number one, you should be able to walk away because you're practicing semen retention, or you understand the idea and the concept behind semen retention, and hopefully you have built up some discipline or self-control to where if this needs to take place, you can actually enact it and you can actually follow through with it. I want you guys to understand, man, women are very difficult to understand, but at the same time, you have to speak with your actions more so than you have to do with your words, man. Listen to me. If that woman walks out of your life, you let her walk, bro. You let her walk. If she wants space, you give her as much space as she can possibly have. You have to be comfortable with walking through that dark place. You have to be comfortable with uncertainty about what's going to happen. You have to get yourself comfortable in that space, because that's the only chance you're going to have of, if you want to get this person back, of getting her back. That's the only chance you're going to have. You can't be begging. You can't be crying. You can't be stalking. You can't be checking her social media. You can't be sending weird text messages. You can't be trying to be a salesman and plead your case like a lawyer. You can't do any of that. The only thing you can do, the best thing that you can do in order to get what you want, is to let her go. That's the only way. Men are more needy than women. And I'm going to tell you why I think that is. I think because women have children. And when you have children, women have an innate responsibility, an innate desire to put everything second and put those children first. So they can block out things that it'd be harder for a man to block out, because that's how they're wired. Right? They have to focus on their children first. I'm not saying this is the case for all women, but I think in general, this is just, and again, this is just my opinion, but they have to make sure they feed and take care and nurture their kids, man. So they have this ability to be able to focus on the children and kind of just forget about everybody else if they have to do that. And because we don't have that ability to do that as easily as they do, it makes us more prone to being more needy in these situations, man. And here's another thing is men don't lock in with women like women lock in with men. You understand what I'm saying? It might be one or two girls you love your whole lifetime, like really care about, if that, right? You can knock off a lot of chicks and you can smash a lot of girls, but you don't love any of them at all. You just don't, right? So when we do finally lock in on a woman, somebody we think is worth our time, somebody that we think is special, somebody that we think that we don't want to lose, we go all in with the emotions. And then those emotions, if not cared for correctly, can cause us a lot of problems. It can cause us to become less attractive, because we are prone to put these women on pedestals, right? And we have to understand how to control these emotions. We have to understand how women, are going about their business. And we have to understand that in the situation where a woman wants to break up with you, she wants some space from you, she wants to separate from you, the best thing you can do is give her that space. Give her that space. Give her that space. Jump back on your semen retention if you're not on it, or if you fell off, and focus on you. I know this sounds cliche-ish, man, but I'm trying to tell you, if it's a girl you really like and you want to be with her, you are hurting your chances by constantly reaching out. You are hurting your chances by being nice. You are hurting, now when I say being nice, I mean just being available to them. You are hurting your chances by sending flowers. You're hurting your chances by sending love texts. You are hurting your chances by seeing all these nice and fluffy things when she's told you that she wants space. You have to give it to her. Because what happens is when you give her that space, now she has to deal with the reality of you not being there. Now she has to deal with the reality that you're no longer a safety net. Now she has to deal with the reality that you may not ever look back. And that is far more powerful than you trying to convince this woman to be with you like you're an attorney, like you're Johnny Cochran, right? You're wasting your time. You are wasting your time. This is an opportunity for you to show her how much man you really are. How manly are you? Can you turn away? Can you decide to do a 180 and never look back? This is what you need to do if you want an opportunity to get your woman back. And here's the second thing. It's no guarantee that you're going to get it back, but there's a pretty good chance that you will if you play your cards right. Right? But even if you don't get your woman back, and let's say it doesn't happen, then that's a blessing as well, because one, you save your dignity and your self-respect. She can never look at you and just be like, this cat was going crazy today. She can never say that about you, right? And you're going to better yourself in that time frame. You're going to feel better about yourself. Your self-esteem is going to be higher because you're going to know that you didn't do all these things that you hear about guys doing to women when a woman breaks up with them. So, and then you're going to find somebody better than the person that you broke up with. And then you're going to realize, man, I'm glad I didn't go back to that situation. So in any event, you're going to win. But in order to be able to do this, you need to give this person space. You need to allow them to understand what it feels like for you to go 0 dark 30. Actually, that's what I'm going to title this video. 0 dark 30. Yeah, that's the title. 0 dark 30. So listen, man, I don't know if anybody's going through those problems or not, but in the event that you do in the future, and I pray you don't, understand this. The worst thing you can do in a highly emotional moment of when a breakup is initiated, the worst thing you can do is beg and plead. The most powerful thing you can do if this happens, that's going to have long-lasting effects, is if you say, okay, and you stay calm and you grant their wishes. This is Holding Us Podcast, man. I'm going to holler at you in the next video. Peace.